Are you Pinocchio saying that I'm proactive with marketing and don't ask why leads are slow? This is episode number 377 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of online marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. Last week, we were talking about understanding how to shred prospect follow ups, not all of them, but how you could save time focusing on real leads. And the week before, we're repeating this, is how to use artificial intelligence to instantly see your brand. Go back just a few weeks and check it out because it is the future of 2026 and 2027 opportunities. But this week, we're moving right into being proactive with marketing and not asking why leads slow down because this is what our life is like. And this happens periodically, unfortunately, a little bit too frequently, which is what's stimulating this weekly post. And we get something like this. It's either an email or voice message. Hi, my online toolbox. It's so and so from XYZ Contracting. I'd like to talk to you about a few things. Call me back as soon as you can. So we have worked with people literally from a consulting perspective. We've been doing this an awfully long time, and the number of people we've had independent consulting relationships with is extensive. And the problem is a lot of time goes by. Some people drop off for many reasons. We've covered that so much in the episodes that we're just going to jump right to the point. So somebody called us up and we just take a moment. We don't answer the phone because it's better to just take a moment that we research what that person's not going to tell us because we always know where it's leading when an extensive period of time has gone by and then miraculously we get a communication because somebody would like to just talk to us. So we looked at this particular contractor and we saw that his Google reviews quickly reflected one over a year ago, and that was unresponded. Facebook posts, there was a ridiculous number of superficial posts probably being done by a child, God knows who, but it was ridiculous. The Instagram posts, there were some there, and there was no reason at all to engage. The YouTube posts were non existent. And then when we looked at the website updates, we just glanced and realized that the blog post, that was the only thing going on for many years. And it looked like those posts were being generated by either a child or artificial intelligence, but nothing of relevance that made that person stand out. So we did happen to still have one of our connections of things that we tracked years ago. And we have to remember, check this out, because over 2 years ago, we built a great wave of activity. And then right when that person's calling us over 2 years later, we could see right at the end, right there, that's the bottom of the tracking. And then, of course, there was us at the top of the tracking. But that top of the tracking 2 years ago, that was momentum that was built 3 and 4 years ago. And so what you have to do is look right here. The performance index of just the 2 years of tracking since we left shows that they're down 40%. And even worse, their visibility is down 70%. We don't need to be a magician to know what this gentleman wanted to talk about. So, we get the going back to what initiated the call of that so and so from XYZ Contracting, call us back. We had his email address and we just sent a simple one back. Dear XYZ, so great to hear from you. Please ensure whomever is in charge of your marketing has signed up for the marketing education classes, a prerequisite for any potential consulting considerations. Please reply back as soon as you have done so. So rather than putting the weight on our shoulders to call back, to re-engage for probably 30 minutes of listening to a whole long-winded story why we're getting the phone call in the first place, then another 30 minutes of thinking about what he may do. We're not 911 trying to dig someone out of a hole that takes years to build in the first place, and then it takes somebody else 1 to 2 years to dig that hole to go in the reverse direction. So we give them that opportunity to remember that marketing is an essential skill. And unfortunately, too many people treat it as a pastime or a non existent activity, especially when things are going good. And just like my online toolbox, we're up to how many weekly quick tips? Hopefully, you were listening in the beginning, but it was just under 400. It takes an extensive commitment to being able to do that, as well as when we look at our featured projects. We just went over 220 weekly featured projects on our Instagram channel. Well, just like you, we're busy. We're not doing this for our health. We're not doing it for ego. And just like many of our competitors who are always showing their faces on their posts to make sure that their self importance grows, we're focusing in on what matters most, the topics. And the topics of marketing is what matters, not the ego. I'm a good looking guy and I'd love to show my face more often, but people have seen enough of me. And I'd rather always get towards the topics themselves. And to maintain this commitment, people will sometimes say, Buy Online Toolbox, you're so lucky. No, we're not. We are just proactive in what we do. When things are good, we double down. When things are slow, we maintain it. So immediately, as soon as there's any uptick in the industry, people always know that we're here and relevant, and that is something you must consider. This is my online toolbox reminding you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.